What's going on, my PT peeps, my Walking Dead family, and my fighters? I'm One Eye Bry, also known as PT. Don't know if I'm winking or blinking, but I'm definitely thinking about the Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live teaser trailer. Now, I believe this is the second or third one they released, but we have a release date. Spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead, especially for The Ones Who Live. So we know now that we thought it was going to be February, and it was. Now we know that it's going to be February 25th, 2024 for the release of The Ones Who Live, also known as the Rick and Michonne show. So there is some new stuff that's going around in the teaser trailer. So we see Rick looking at the phone, the etching on a different iPhone. So we're going to find out more about that, who was doing the etching. But it's clearly Rick looking at the phone. Now, I want to highlight something that we only see Rick's right hand in this trailer. We see Michonne with Rick's boots. She's by herself. She has, a bunch of heavier clothing on because they're supposed to be in Pennsylvania, maybe even New Jersey, around Philadelphia area. But she has a little mental breakdown here, and she's just, upset, and she's sad, and she's holding out hope to find Rick, and eventually she does. But she doesn't have her samurai armor that we saw at the end of The Walking Dead. We know that Andrew Lincoln and Denai Guerrera are very instrumental in this series. They're executive producers, I believe, and maybe even writers. But it's just cool to see them. There were just some other stuff that we saw before when Rick kills these walkers. One of the walkers is on fire. But we're going to see Rick laying down in bed, very similar to probably when he woke up in the hospital. There's going to be a bunch of scenes, I'm guessing, that we're familiar with. The same, but different. This, I'm guessing, is a CRM outpost, maybe a hospital setup. I don't know where this is exactly, but it definitely looks like a CRM spot. We see the helicopter there. We see Michonne about to grab her katana. She's upset. She's got, tears in her eyes. And then we also see her looking at what looks to be a cruise ship that is destroyed, just terrible. Safe harbor is what it says on the banner there. So I'm guessing that she was going there to look for help, or maybe some of the people that she knew were there. We see red lighting in the woods. I'm guessing this is during the helicopter crash. You can see Rick right there with the jacket to the left with a white shirt on. And we see a CRM soldier. There's some new characters we're going to meet. So CRM, we're going to get more CRM, that's for sure. Rick, Michonne, can't wait to see them. They're two of my favorite characters. But again, in the trailer, like this is him talking, Andrew Lincoln, but here is a key piece of evidence, potentially. So he kills the walker with the pole, stick, weapon, whatever from CRM, and you see he doesn't have his left hand exposed. It's kind of holding it very weird. Like, why is he not holding both hands on it? As you're killing walkers, there's more than enough room there where he can have both hands on the pole, but he has it on resting on his arm, and you can't see his hand at all. So are they doing that on purpose by design to mess with us? Or does he actually lose his left hand? A lot of people believe so for a variety of reasons, and I think it's very likely that he does. But Michonne talks about the power couple, the strong, bond between them, and the two strong characters coming together. This looks to be like in a hospital. Was she going there to break Rick out? Could be. She has kind of like a knife there. Doesn't look like her katana, but it's different. We see Rick there in the woods with the red lights. He has a white shirt on with his CRM jacket. And again, this is probably the first episode. So did the helicopter crash? Is he being taken somewhere? What is his job with the CRM? We see these two characters that were with Michonne in her last episode on The Walking Dead. I think it's like Bailey and somebody else, but they're two people that we saw right here. So the same guy and the same girl. Who are these people? What are they connected with? What is the group that we saw right here? I'm guessing Michonne needs their help to find Rick, and that'll be the group that helps her. Here's a new character. I believe it's Pearl Thorne, but she looks to be a member of the CRM military, some sort of job there. But then in another photo that we saw, this is the first photo we saw, it's not in the teaser trailer, but she looks roughed up. So what happened? Is it connected with Rick and Michonne? Here is Major General Beale. Does he have Michonne's katana or a different sword, katana? We see the CRM flag draped on something. These are probably coffins. And I'm not sure if that's where Rick loses his hand or not, because in the comic, the governor chops off Rick's right hand. Is that happening right here with Major General Beale? Hard to say. But we get a first look at the character here. We see, a CRM helicopter down and probably dead CRM soldiers. So that could be the funeral or the casket holding some of the soldiers there with Major General Beale. Rick killing the walker. We saw this before. Nothing new. And basically the trailer ends with Michonne running out of the yellow truck that we're going to see Rick and Michonne connected with in teaser photos coming up. But that's basically how the trailer ends, or the teaser trailer ends, and Denai Guerrero just talks about it as she has her samurai armor there. The Ones Who Live, The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live, comes out February 25th. And it makes sense because the Super Bowl was February 11th. I thought it could either be the 18th or the 25th, so they're just going to be the 25th, so they have the most amount of time for it to come out. Now, these are spoiler photos. I'm not sure if that's the lady next to Rick, Pearl Thorne's character, or not, but you see Rick has his left hand here. He also has it here in a different filming part. So, could this be before Rick's in the woods? For sure. Now, something just has looked off during filming. He has his hand there, obviously, because he has his hand in real life, but will they digitally remove it later on? A lot of people are thinking so, but the fact that we don't see it at all in any of the teaser trailers has to be by design. But does it mean because Rick lost his hand? Or are they messing with us? Because it's one of the two. I'm guessing that he lost his hand to connect the dots with the comic to finally have Rick lose his hand like he does in the comic. But we all know that the comic is the comic and the show is the show. But we'll find out starting in February 25th. Let me know your thoughts. Post your comments below. Like, share, subscribe. Support the PT channel when you can, any way, shape, or form that you can. We truly appreciate all the love and support. Either way, stay safe. And as always, tell them, Daryl.
Yo, we love you guys.